I'm Elizabeth.
And I'm David Wilson. And at TPAS Cymru, we help tenants and landlords work together to create better homes and communities. And we've been doing that for about 35 years.
And the reality is the housing sector is always looking to change and improve, and the tenant voice is absolutely vital in those improvements. Tenants need to be heard right the way up to board level, and we believe that all those tenant voices are absolutely crucial.
Another part of our work is supporting tenants to have their voice heard at a national level. Housing in Wales has got lots of voices trying to influence, as you'd expect. We've got policymakers, charities, lobby groups, civil servants, politicians, and at the top of that is what we used to call the minister, now it's called a cabinet secretary, who's responsible for housing.
So at TPAS Cymru, we ensure that tenant voice is heard at that national level by the Cabinet Secretary. For an example, the Welsh Housing Quality Standards, tenants had their voices heard, and as a consequence there is now flooring within that standard. So we've developed a new guide that shows exactly how and where you can have your voice heard as a tenant.
And we just thought on International Tenants Day, this was the day to get it launched.
And what does the guide cover?
I think the first section is really important. It's got the ways that you can influence at a national level. I think there's about 6 different ways you can do that with different types of engagement.
Yeah, so how TPAS Cymru help the tenant voice be heard at Welsh Government level, like we mentioned with the flooring. And then what we do with the tenant voice in terms of the Senedd and Welsh Parliament. And finally, how we listen to tenants and influence outside of Wales via our TPAS cousin organisations such as TPAS England, Scotland and Northern Ireland, and even beyond that internationally with the International Union of Tenants.
So the guide is available on our website, on our social media. It's available in English and in Welsh. And we've also got a nice bilingual printed version. So contact us if you want a copy.
Yeah, and let us know what you think of the guide and how it's helpful to you, and if there's any other way that you think that we could influence at a national level, because we want to make sure that your voices are heard, your voices matter.
Diolch yn fawr, thank you very much.
Diolch.